Yes, you are right. World War 3 coming soon, sooner than you expect. I mean, World War 3 already started. No one noticed what is happening inside the US government because of the deep state is now in frustration. They know if Trump came in White House in January, the whole things will be collapsed and the plan of war will be disrupted. No more war in Trump administration. That's what he said. Take a look.
We want to have a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars, 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
Now the situation are moving towards the Great War or World War 3 because the deep state decide to go to war with Russia during the Biden presidency, and we know Biden have a few days left in his presidency. We anticipating the World War 3 will be started before Trump came in White House. Why? We anticipating the World War 3 is not so far. There is a strong reason behind this. Russia already took the first step towards the Great War. Russia dismissed the very old nuclear treaty. The West are not good in their treaty and their promises. In one hand, they make promises. In the other hand, they break the promises and they blame to others for that. But in the reality, they are break the treaty for their long-held objective. That's what happening in the nuclear treaty. One side they make treaty with Russia, in the other hand supply the ballistic missile, long range and short range, in Ukraine to attack Russia. The whole world knows Ukraine is a very small country. They can stand against Russia, although they fight against Russia for more than a year now. How that's possible without the backup of the West? Do you have any doubt on this? That the US and his allies fighting in Ukraine against Russia? US and his allies, British, sent their weapon to Ukraine, and this a very unique ballistic missile run and controlled through satellite technology. For that reason, they have their own expertise to run this very unique missile. Ukraine can't run this ballistic missile without their expertise. And now those weapons are present in Ukraine. And Ukraine President Zelensky demand their expertise to attack Russia. That's why Russia dismissed the very old nuclear treaty with US. And that is the first step towards the war, and Russia says that they use nuclear weapon in the war whenever they want. According to the World Nuclear Treaty, both parties, namely Russia and US, can't use their nuclear weapon until a such time come. That was the treaty. But now Russia is free to use whenever they want. That means World War 3 is coming sooner than you expect. The submarine fiber communication cable Siljon-1 between Finland and Germany has been cut. It is the only cable connecting Finland with Central Europe. It is also connecting Lithuania and Sweden. What does this cable actually do? The cable carries everything from internet traffic to phone calls to pretty much every international financial transaction that's occur on global market. But it's clear now this is an event of conflict. It's likely that an attack on cable infrastructure would be more to come. Germany and Finland expressed their deep concern over the discovery Monday of the served undersea data cable between the countries through the Baltic Sea, saying it's raised suspicions of sabotage. An investigation was underway. A vessel has set out to investigate the cause of this event. The surveying of the two undersea fiber optic communication cable in Baltic Sea must be seen as an act of sabotage. Although it is still unclear who is responsible, no one believes that these cables were cut accidentally. I also don't want to believe the foreign ministers of these two countries said in a joint statement that the damage come at a time that European security is not only under threat from Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine, but also from hybrid warfare by malicious actors. The statement says that the country were investigating the incident and that it was crucial that such a critical infrastructure must be safe or be safeguarded. I believe this is an revenge of Russia because we know the West and their allies US sabotage Russian gas pipeline Nord 32. Do you remember that incident? They cut Russia from Europe because Russia used this Nord 32 to sell their gas to Europe. US sabotaged this Nord 32 pipeline so they can remove Russia from Europe as a gas seller, so that US can come and fill their position in Europe. That was the main reason behind the Nord 32 blast. And I believe this attack on cable infrastructure done by Russia through China. Take a look on the image. This image is clearly saying that Russia did this through China to take revenge on Nord 32 as well as supporting Ukraine against Russia over the war. This is the second step of Russia towards the Great War because Russia wants to dismantle Europe before go to war with US. So this is an act of declaring war on Europe by Russia. That means World War 3 is coming sooner than you expect. Ukraine fires 6 ATACMC missile in Russian territory. Take a look on the image. It's an act of starting a great war against Russia on behalf of the West. Otherwise, how Ukraine gets such a power and confidence to attack Russia? I believe Ukraine get green signal from US government and deep a state to launch attack on Russia. According to the act of Ukraine, we can guess that, right? US government and the deep state start World War 3 before Trump came in White House. And Russia already proves that what I claim now. Russia started a massive scale attack on Ukraine through nuclear capable missile. That the clear indication for the world to understand that Russia no longer follows the old nuclear treaty. That's clear. A message Russia is ready for the great war we called the World War 3. So don't think too much that World War 3 is so far from us now. Absolutely not. World War 3 already started. No one noticed that this war will increase in a massive scale soon, and that massive scale of Russian war will become the nuclear war. That's mean World War 3 sooner than you expect. Now you can see on the news how Russia used their new weapon in Ukraine to learn a lesson for the West not to mess with Russia. They are not afraid of the West, and those who take the decision in US, they are not normal people. They are Gog and Magog, and World War 3 is an unfinished business of Gog and Magog. So they can make a way for Antichrist to rule the world from Jerusalem. They set the stage for the World War 3, and they also set a stage for the war. US didn't have a choice. US had to obey Gog and Magog, and they are absolutely ready now for the war. So the Great War is inevitable. Now the situation are moving towards the World War 3. We anticipating the World War 3 will be started before Trump came in White House. That means World War 3 is coming sooner than you expect. Let me know your opinion on the comment section.